Today we're going to keep pressing on towards Opelucid City. The story is going to ramp up pretty significantly, particularly following that. But, of course, we have to beat Marlin, who would be the 8th gym leader, before finishing up the story. So there's quite a bit to do. This is like the most active part of the game as far as like event after event after event. There's like less downtime once we get to, or even like once we just step to the left a few steps. Something's gonna happen. Nothing crazy, but like, still. The only thing I'm unsure of is, I never really explore this town. Okay. TM for Weather Ball. Not gonna be particularly relevant, but not bad. If I were to run a weather team. Not really synergized in that way. Like, maybe this could be a sand team in a different life. Like, you're not a ground type, but you slap like a T-Tar on here or something over one of these other guys. Could be a decent sand team. Calm Mind, okay, that's good. Another option for Chandelure if I wanted to run a non-choiced set. I don't know what item I would run, but it's like, okay, sub Calm Mind, right? That's the thing that I'm missing, is substitute. I would actually consider running on a few of these guys, maybe. Which I hardly ever do in-game, mostly because it's usually not super accessible. I think in some gens it's a TM, and I feel like this might be one of them. I just don't remember. Free-spirited, huh? Looks like there's not much of no, but we did get 2 TMs, so that's cool. I want to just check real quick if sub is a TM. It is. In Giant Chasm, we get TM90 substitute instead of Psyshock, which I already have. That's pretty lit. I keep saying how player up on Nidoking is actually low-key really good. So I don't think I want to drop that over sub, but it's like, okay, sub Calm Mind on Shandy could work, maybe? I mean, shit, considering Ghost Resists don't really exist very, very frequently beyond, like, Grimsley, I could honestly run just, like... I was thinking, like, run choice item, trick it onto a defensive mon or a mon that doesn't want it, and then proceed to, like, sub Calm Mind Shadow Ball and just cheese the shit out of it. Out of whoever I'm fighting, basically. But I don't think that's particularly good. We do want Fire Stab on this. But Calm Mind is an interesting idea, I would say. Anyone else want sub? Not really. Most of these guys are just 4 attacks straight up. Which is, I mean, that's fine by me. All out offense, it's kind of my thing. I mean, with some bulky mons in here for sure, like Draining Kiss, Heal, and, you know, defensive Metagross and shit like that, but yeah. Let's get on with it anyway. Seen Team Plasma anywhere around here? I heard a rumor that to that effect, and here they come. Oh, for crying out loud, this is troublesome indeed, my curious trainers. Perhaps I should satiate your curiosity somewhat. The reason I am still part of Team Plasma is this. It's like no one asked. No one asked. I want to know how the world will change. Listen, Pokemon are nature, Pokeballs are civilization. Humans are used to civilization. Who are used to civilization don't relinquish it easily. Of course, both nature and civilization are important, but what will happen to a world taken over by Team Plasma? People will be forced to throw out Pokeballs as a product of civilization. I want to know what that looks like, and I want to enjoy it. I actually didn't know, I didn't realize that you could actually not do that. I'm just gonna pop into this house right here. Hey, you guys might want to evacuate the premises. There's going to be a wall rain. Wall rain's going to start wrecking shop. Shout out to Wall Rain, dude. Another Pokemon that's like totally botched in its 3D model. Whereas I think it looks incredible here. Dude, where's Mega Wall Rain at? Wait, I probably already said that once, but... Oh, this is a double battle, huh? Cryo has really high Spit F, so I just Volt Switch on out of here. I think I do chip it, though. Serp is going to get one-shot by Cryo. I'd be very surprised if Cryo goes for, Okay, goes for Spread move, that's fine. It's going to nuke Serp. Yeah. Even with the spread damage decrease, which I'm assuming that has always been a thing, but I actually don't know for sure. I actually did a lot more than I was expecting. Megatron's pretty safe switching, I think. Goes to his own eel. Go ahead and Meteor Mash the Cryo. Goes for Hail. This annihilates this. Attack boost, maybe? Yeah, buddy. That's 58. I want to make sure... Okay, yeah. I'm just always wary of the chat being messed up, because those few times that it does happen. There's no Weavile. We are +1. So I feel like Bullet Punch kills. Like, Dark Move is kind of scary, but... Assuming this isn't Sash, it should die. Yeah, nice. Interesting. I mean, it could be Liquid Ooze also, yeah. So that was a terrible play. There's the Wall Rain. Yeah, I think I just Meteor Mash this, because, well, it probably 2-KOs Wall Rain, but I figured let's try to get a second boost, maybe. Brines the eel. Not my eel, though. Fuse eel. Deli. I feel like they're just gonna target you because he is so ice weak. So I think I just Meteor Mash. And this will probably kill Bird. Oh, it doesn't quite kill Bird, okay. This is not ×4 on Hugh's Flygon, so maybe it lives? Yeah, barely. No boost again, okay, fine. Yeah, there's the sub. And the Ice Body. And lefties, right? Yeah, this thing is... I remember this damn thing. The thing is, we can get... Oh, you're an asshole. Okay. The thing is, we can get attack boosts off of hits on the sub. Also, the Hail stops, which is nice. Maybe it'll set it back up for itself. But this for sure breaks the sub. It's neutral, and we're +1. Goes for Brine. Alright, this is pretty annoying. I think I go into Jin because we resist both of its stabs, assuming it doesn't have Freeze Dry randomly. And Sacred Sword should do a shit ton. Yeah, this is Expert Belt boosted. Nice. Not even a problem. What a blunder to be made in front of Zinzolin. Nice. Keep pushing for 58s across the board. Got a few trainers on this next route, Village Bridge, and then a very short route. Although we have Waterfall, so actually we can explore that route to the right of Opalucid thoroughly, I think. Checking for items. There's the twins. Timer Ball. I guess we have Route 9 to do also. And I doubt I have Repel up, do I? Probably not. Oh. See, that's the thing with random encounters in these games is... It's like random encounters are hardly, if ever, a threat. Unless maybe you're hardcore Nuzlocking or something. You get caught off guard by something, but... Like, look, by and large, they're not going to be a threat. And it's like... I like, in some sense, that it's very clear where random encounters can be found. Whereas in some RPGs, it's like, maybe it doesn't seem like you would run into random encounters, but you do. At least I've experienced that. You can go for ice or ground move. Probably thick fat. I think either way I go into Megatron. But like it's nice knowing specifically where random encounters occur. But then it's like you just spray a repel and they're just not even a factor at all. What's up, Eric? But I guess that's a point in favor of Nuzlocke, is that random encounters actually kind of serve a purpose, at least. I don't really... I mean, you get plenty of battles and plenty of experience from just fighting trainers anyway, so I'm like... I don't know, wild encounters are just a means to construct a team. So in this particular case, once the team is constructed, it's like... there's not really much of a reason for them. I guess it's nice that they're there in case you do want to switch up your team, but it's usually not how I play these games. It's not like SMT where you're intended to and very much should be swapping party members around pretty often. At least to a certain point. I mean, obviously Unagi's the right switch in here, but he's already at 58, so it's kind of like... Well, this is a special attacker also, I should keep in mind. I didn't mean to do that, I was going to check moves. I do have T-Bolt on this. So assuming I live 2, which I don't know if that's going to be the case, what do we do? Oh, I just T-Bolt then. We're faster. Okay, what? Maybe they nerfed its speed to make it more of a special attacker? I was surprised by that. What is this? Rare candy. Okay. But, I was up pretty late last night playing SMT5. And I am still chipping away at that Strange Journey video. I still am. But, played a good chunk of SMT5. I'm now officially in the last area, finally. And kind of got caught up in the exploration side of that. Still, if I want to be... If I'm going to continue to be as thorough as I've been as far as, like, side quests and stuff, there's still quite a bit to do, but... I will say that I feel like I've been a little overly harsh on the story. I don't... But the thing is, it's... I think the reason why is because people are already crying, like... I wouldn't say necessarily masterpiece, but, like... gassing up the story maybe a little too much. And I think by comparison to the original story, I can understand that. Because it's not bad. It's not a bad story by any means. There's actually quite a few elements that I do like. Most of which are very clearly the new stuff, which is honestly the opposite of how I typically feel of Atlas re-releases, which is kind of funny. And usually that's kind of the general sentiment as well. If you look at, like, The Answer in Persona 3, which the people do like it, but, you know, there is a vocal sect of people who don't. Persona 4 Golden's editions, Strange Journey Redux is a big one. But then I guess you have Devil Survivor Overclocked, which people seem to like the additions, the extra day. And probably same with Devil Survivor 2, I would guess. So maybe there are an equal number of examples where it's good versus bad. Nocturne is another one, where like people like the changes and additions. Yeah, Scorching Sands is just weaker earth power, yeah. But no, there's like some cool stuff in it. I'm just like... I think it's because I've been focusing so much on the side quests and stuff that... Like, really, I guess the story can be as sparse as you really want it to be, depending. But since I'm playing on hard... Since I'm playing on hard mode, it's like, I kind of feel like I should be doing most of the side quests. Although I feel like I'm at a point where I'm like... kind of defeating bosses in one try when I'm not even over-leveled or anything, so... Maybe I just go ahead and beat the game and then, like, clear up the rest of the side quests in post-game, if there is a post-game. I don't know how that works. And I know there's New Game Plus, but I don't know how, like, questing carries over from that. Oh, that's unfortunate. He goes for takedown, though, because we resist the dual stab. Jeez, dude, Sabin is such a beast, man. Holy crap. Yeah, there's good stuff. I can't help but feel like some of the conversation has been like a little... It's good to be positive and stuff. I totally feel that. But it's like, let's not oversell it. Let's not oversell SMT5 Vengeance's story. It's solid. It actually does things. It doesn't just like... I mean, I can't speak on canon of creation because I haven't played it yet, but from what I understand, that story just kind of is like stagnant, and then we'll make like sudden leaps where it's like, oh, this is happening now. Whereas Vengeance does feel like it's building a little bit more, but I'm still not like 100% sold on that aspect of it. And I am finding it pretty easy to cheese a lot of bosses, as I was saying with like Golden Apple or what is it, Sakura Sakuya or Sakuya Sakura, whatever Konohana Sakuya's special skill is, which is the same thing as Golden Apple. It's like a, well, actually it's better than Golden Apple because it heals HP and MP and increases your team's it buffs your team's stats by 1 for 3 turns. And of course you can stack it up to 2 times. And so, like, just I do that once. If I have the Magatsubi gauge full to do how the fuck do you pronounce it? A Magatoki critical or whatever. The critical Magatsubi skill. If that's full, it's like, okay, pass into Golden Apple even though we're at full health. Somersault debuff with Artemis. And just like live the next turn, because like it's hard not to when the enemy hasn't set up yet. Or wait, that's weak to rock, so maybe... It's my internet cut out. Are we good? Okay, looks like we're good now. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. But, yeah, it's like the second turn, just, like, heal off anything that was dealt, upon which, like, doing critical physical damage on pretty much anything that doesn't null it. I think the conclusion I'm coming to is that just, like, physical skills in SMT5 are, like, really nasty. There have been, like, maybe there have been some instances where... I think I just stay in. Maybe there have been some instances where the enemy nulls physical or something, or resists at least. And, like, that has... It hasn't been a problem because I have spell coverage on, like, demons in my party, but it's like... I don't know, it just feels a little too strong, I guess. Because Nahobino has a physical skill that does even more damage when you crit. So when I use the critical Magatsubi skill, it's like even more. And then I have Hayataro in my party, who has the same thing, Carnage Fang. And so it's not uncommon for me to just like buff up twice with Golden Apple, and then just nuke whatever the boss is, or at least get it down to like half or something. And then try to survive basically until the next time the Magatsubi gauge fills up. But I also have a skill on Nahobino that fills up the Magatsubi gauge, so it's not to full, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's just good team building on my part, but I've been able to rock in my core party like pretty much the same demons for a solid, what, 20 levels or something like that. Most of these guys are like high 30s, low 40s when you fuse them. Like Idun, Hayataro, and Artemis. But I've been like keeping them, they're in like low 50s, low to mid 50s. I think my MC is like also around there. And I wasn't even spec'd into physical because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I finally got another New Testament tablet last night to respec. And so now I have like 95, 98 strength instead of being invested into magic at all. So now that strat's going to be even more powerful. It's like, it's cool, but I don't know. It's one of those things where like, yeah, the early game, there were some deaths, even against like random encounters and shit. And maybe I guess this is kind of the case with most SMT games. It's just a matter of how hard the difficulty drops off. Like once you have a bunch of tools at your disposal, because that is the difficulty, is having the right tools for the job as opposed to like leveling or whatever, usually. It's like the more options you have at your disposal, and SMT5 is very flexible with that. Very, very flexible. There's even some things that I've purposefully not acquired that could further strengthen my team. Like just certain miracles that I can learn, but... I mean, at least I think there's a harder difficulty for New Game Plus, from what I understand. So that's cool. I'm just like, I don't know, if you can get over the learning curve... It's the same thing that I said about Nocturne. I feel kind of similarly. I played Nocturne on normal. This one on hard. So I'm like, I don't know. I still like it though, it's still fun. But it is one of those things similar to Nocturne where I'm gonna keep rocking the same strat until it stops working, and it hasn't stopped working. But I've been keeping up with the compendium and all of that too, so I don't really feel like building a brand new team is going to be a problem. You know what is a problem is this Garchomp that's in front of me. This might be a mistake, but I kind of want to trick it. In case it, like, Swords Dances or something. Oh, get fucking played, boy. Oh, shit. You thought. You fucking thought, dude. I'm gonna have to watch out for that later, though. And remember that it is scarfed. But then again, I can... Oh my god. Then again, I can bait it into EQing and switch into a Levitator. That's not really a problem. Check this shit out. Your Flame Orb guts? Oh, it's not even Flame Orb, what? Well, I got rid of lefties. We're not Infiltrator, which is kind of unfortunate. You might have Knockoff. I think I do just break the sub, though. Payback. Does this do double even though I hit your sub and not you? The answer looks to be yes. Lumeria dies to rocks, though. I don't have a spinner or a defogger. Like, I have no hazard control, which I guess... I don't know, I feel like I rarely have to consider that in-game. I just Fire Blast. Okay, we do land. Yeah, because this dies to rocks on the Switch, which, like, yeah, it could be a solid stack for later, but I just kill this now. So I think I'm above the range that rocks would kill me, but he's not a Metagross, so I kind of just want to Fire Blast again. Okay, they dodge because they're lucky, but I guess I got lucky by landing the last one. It's fine. They go for Zen. Don't know if it's like choice locked or something. I just realized I'm pretty bad against Psychic as well. The Elite Four is going to be... I mean, Marshall's going to be fine, I think, because we have 2 resistant and immunity to fighting. But, like, Dark, I've got 1 resist. Ghost, I've got no resists. And Psychic, I've got 1 resist. So, yeah, it's going to be tricky. Oh, Shuka. Agility grows. EQ kill? I don't think it quite kills, but... It appears they don't have EQ or Fire Punch, apparently. That did kind of a lot, though, for being a resist. Oh, wait. Do you heal? No, you don't. Okay. Goes in the Garch. You're gonna EQ. There's no way you go for Dragon move. You lock yourself into roll. That's an interesting... Because you have rocks up? I mean, I've got resists, though, but... Roar is negative priority, so we're just doing this because it's ×4. Choice Scarf lock into Roar. Never seen that before. It's like so counterintuitive because it is minus priority, but maybe not the worst play considering I have Levitators and I have Dragon Resists. So it's like, yeah. Or I have a Dragon Resist. Later, Benga bitch. Heal on up. Now we're already at Village Bridge, which is cool. There's a good handful of trainers at Village Bridge to fight. Not too many. Most of the items are of interest, I would say. Who's my lead? I tried to ask for directions, but I was talking to a Pokemon trainer. Like, I don't even have any Pokemon. His Hitmonchan beat me up and took my lunch money. You're a trainer. You're like a painter or some shit. Big mush. Tweet, 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 tweet. There it is. Oh, nice. The surf theme doesn't cancel it out. And look, it's a... Oh, it's a Lapras. A Pokemon the Pokemon Stadium announcer would actually know. Oh, it's Lapras. Black belts. Not as good as expert belts. Well, I guess it depends. If you're going for neutral fighting type hits, then sure, but... Is there normally like lefties in this, or am I tripping? I guess I'm tripping. See, sometimes it's not all about battling either. I actually kind of like just exploring, you know? Even though I know where pretty much everything is, but... Who's my lead? Flygon? I don't know if you're part dark, but I feel like Bug Buzz is pretty free. Let's see, there's a Gyarados in the back. But oh, he probably just has all three, right? Not a dark type, okay. And I think the Draco Meteor move tutor is in Opalucid, I want to say. I realized Flygon will be busted with its current stats and Tinted Lens. But, like, I would be so much more interested in Tinted Lens with, like, not pseudo stats. I know I've said that before, but it's like, you want to make it specially leaning and faster and a little bulkier? Sure. It's fine. But Levitate on a resist? This is Mega Sceptile energy right here. This is obviously way better than Mega Sceptile. would be, but it's not as fast, I don't think, probably. Because, what, regular Sceptile's like base 120 speed, I think. But either way. Those bug buzzes would be extremely nasty if it was tinted lens. No resists. That's a Space Cowboy. No resists, hits through sub. This is a sound move. All that jazz. What's funny is I don't even have to move, and they're just like, they're booking it. Yeah, so I've been kind of as far as what I've been playing, same stuff as per usual. I talked about SMT5 a bit. Story's ramping up, like there's some interesting stuff there, but you know. I think the pacing of the game just like it varies from player to player. I've just felt very compelled to do pretty much all the side quests, so story pacing has been like a little on the slower side. It's like once story stuff starts happening, it's kind of like, oh, wait, this is actually like kind of interesting, but yeah, but like, yeah, anyway. Haven't played any of Yakuza 4 since I last talked about it, but I probably will just push to do part 4 and like the finale this weekend or something like that. I just double down and just get that done. Because I want to ensure that I get that done before I leave. And then Dark Souls 3 I've really kind of fallen off of a little bit. Like, I only have 2 bosses left now. So I did beat Lothric, which took me a number of tries. Not crazy. Definitely less than like 10. Definitely no more than that. It's hard to say exactly, but I guess now I'm currently fighting the Nameless King, and I'm just like kind of annoyed, but I only threw a few attempts at it. Like I got to the second phase, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. And it's kind of been the case where it's like I'll do some attempts and then I'll step away and come back the next day or 2 days later, and then it's way easier to just like do what I already did and then just kind of continue to learn and get better and improve. So it's interesting. I feel like those games are best if you actually don't choose to bash your head against the wall for too long. It's hard to break that, but I mean, I figure like these last 2 bosses, which it's the Nameless King and then it's the final boss, Soul of Cinder, which I could fight the final boss right now. These are the last 2 bosses that are in the base game. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna try to buckle down and do it. In fact, you know what was harder was this one area leading up to, it wasn't even leading up. I thought it was leading up to the boss, and then I realized that it was totally optional, and I was like, oh. I was like torturing myself for no reason. These like regular mobs were kicking my ass, dude. It's fucking annoying, and then I realized there was like nothing there's like literally nothing at the end of that path, and I was like, oh. Okay. But yeah, not much left to go on that. I think I am just gonna pass on playing the DLC, at least for now. I'm kind of like ready to be done with Dark Souls 3. But that game did have its hooks in me for quite a while, I will say. There was a good stretch in there that I was like really into, like, oh, a new area, oh, a new boss. Well, it also helped that a lot of the bosses I was steamrolling because I wasn't really losing souls all that often. And it's funny, because, like, there have been times where, in the late game, I'll lose, like, 10,000 souls or something, and that sounds like a lot. And in the early game, that is a lot, and so if you lost 10k that, like, early on, that would be kind of devastating. Not that you couldn't get it back. Like, even if it's lost, like, you couldn't earn, not that you couldn't earn that back in a decent amount of time, or like in like not a crazy amount of time, but in a late game, it is funny because it's like, oh, 10,000, it's like whatever. It's like barely anything. when you need like dozens of, when you need like 50k or whatever plus to level up and shit. Yeah, Yakuza 4 I haven't played any of since I last talked about it, so I'm still just like at the very start of part 4. But I think I will push to finish that this weekend. Like, if I can wrap up Dark Souls 3 and just, like, get that out of the way, and then I can, like, double down on Yakuza 4, because I don't think that'll take that long. It'll probably be a few sessions, but it's like... if it's anything like the previous 3 parts, it shouldn't be too bad. I think those parts have averaged at around like 4 to 6 hours each or something. Really just the part 1 was the longest. Maybe that's because I was doing more of the side stuff. And like part 2 kind of railroads you after a certain point too, so there's that. I think this is a safe switch in, like maybe you go for Psychic Move, which would be bad, but maybe safe switch in is the wrong term, but okay. I think Sludge Bomb destroys this. Probably. And I guess that would just leave SMT5, and it's like, yeah, it'd be nice to finish up the story, I guess, before I leave. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still enjoying it, it's just like... there's just so much content in there. And I also gotta get this video out, but I think that should be doable. Like, audio's almost done on that. Like, voiceover audio. It's not gonna be terribly long either, like 30 minutes max. That's like currently what it's at, and I still have a solid chunk to trim down. So I could see it being like more like 25 minimum, maybe between 25 and 30 minutes. Which is nice, it's kind of refreshing following those Persona tier lists, which are fucking long. And I guess the last one was around 35 or something, but... still. But I do think... oh, this guy... wait, do we want to ruin his win streak? Hold up. This guy's like, I've beaten 999 trainers in this exact spot. So you'd be his 1000th, but then you just beat him. Then if you lose it, you know, you get booted back to the Pokemon Center, nothing changes, so... Magmarizer... Contact's bugging out a little bit. What? Dude doesn't want to step in the Audino patch. Like, straight up. What's wrong with my contact lenses? Jesus. I might have to just pop these out real quick and grab my glasses, but... I just surf twice. Yeah. This probably does a lot. And then you get the poison, because of course. Of course they do. Yeah, I feel like I'm really behind on SMT5 because people are already starting to put their videos out on it, and I'm like, how the fuck did you finish this game? Granted, distracted by Dark Souls 3. That's like 25, 30 hours that could have been put into SMT5. I probably would have been done if I had been playing that exclusively, I guess. To be fair. But I'm not like super worried about that. Because I need to get the Strange Journey and SMT4 videos out first anyway, before I do that. That's kind of how I operate, typically. And then I'm kind of eyeing that Star Ocean 2 remake that I got on the summer sale. Kind of like, would that be a good international flight game? I would have to figure out my setup though. I don't even know if I want to bring my laptop, but I guess if I don't, then I'll just bring my retro handheld, which I'm gonna bring anyway, and play like Super Nintendo stuff or GBA stuff or something. I could use that to hone my skills at Zero Mission and see if I can actually get a decent time in it. As far as like speedruns are concerned, at least. Throw some runs of Mega Man X 1, 2, and 4. Like I did a few months ago. That's always a good time. I guess that's where like a Steam Deck or something larger, something more powerful for a retro handheld would come into play. Like if I could play Star Ocean, like without having to bring my laptop and my controller, and like that's the nice thing about those handheld PCs is that they're kind of all in one, you know? The problem is the Steam Deck is just way too fucking big. I don't want a device, a handheld device that's that big at all. I don't know why I keep checking my party. Yeah, we'll keep leading Samurott because these guys are... It's just so funny to see the sports NPCs like sprinting around when you're holding the B button. I find that so entertaining. That's right. And the other one I think has Electabuzz, Magmortar, Electabuzz. Probably. Oh, wait a second. Is Metagross slower? Maybe I screwed up. Again, I keep forgetting that shift is not priority. Magmar goes for Scorching Sands. Okay, that's good. It's good that Metagross is faster than Samurott. Earth Power just kills this, to be fair, but yeah. I think obviously I'll be traveling for a few weeks, so I won't be playing... Well, I guess I could play Yakuza 5 on the plane, like that could also work, but I'm kind of thinking that I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from Yakuza, at least for a few weeks. Because like I did kind of blitz through 0, 1, and 2, Kiwami 1 and 2 in that case. And then I think I took a couple of weeks off, and then jumped into 3, knocked that out. Now I've been chipping away at 4 for the past, what, 2 weeks or something. It's okay, take a break, come back, do 5. And then 6 is I'm assuming, kind of on the shorter side, whereas 5 is not. So that should be easy enough to knock out. Following 5, and I want to take my time, assuming that I'm like into it and all that. Just, I don't know what it is, I'm just not super compelled by... Or I'm not as compelled by the side content in Yakuza games as I am the main stories, which seems like the opposite of most people. And I'm not entirely sure why that is, exactly. I guess not having... I can just flame though, but... Oh, wait a second. No, we shift with Flygon. No, we Earth Power this, and then Earthquake. But it's like, I'll do some of the side content. I've done some of the side content in most of them, but it's like... I don't know, I just don't feel particularly compelled by that. And... What about the main story? Just like, I tend to feel more compelled by the main stories in the Yakuza games than the side stuff, which seems like the opposite of most people who are into Yakuza. But I also know I think it's not uncommon though to like do the main story and then come back in New Game Plus or like post game kind of thing, or reload your save and do the side content then. You know, at least in the games where there's not missables, which I think past the first two it's not the case. Maybe. Maybe 3 has some missable ones though because of certain events in the story. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Like typically I'll start a Yakuza game and then I'll like I'll do some side content as it comes up early on, but then after a certain point it's like maybe the stakes are so high, or like I'm just interested in what's gonna happen next main story wise, that I just like go out of my way and even actually kind of get annoyed sometimes when side quests pop up. And I mean, I appreciate and enjoy the kind of goofier side of things when I do, like, the revelations and stuff. Those are fun. I have gone out of my way to do those, at least in 4. Although there was one that I screwed up. But I may go back and do it, if I get the chance. Oh, wait. Did I ruin this old man's day? I guess so. Stonewall. Oh. Whoa, he's actually got, like, a squad. Rip. Are you White Herb? It is White Herb, you bastard. I think I just do some switching around here for a second. There's the Toxic Orb. I bait out Electric move from Thingy and Earthquake maybe again. I'm not really too concerned about the Gliscor when I have 2 Levitators. Goes for knock. Knocks off the magnet, which is fine. Goes Breloom. Give that Breloom a little kiss. I can't switch moves on this. There's a choice specs. Should do a lot. And that did in fact do a lot. Oh, there's the Ice Fang. You had it the whole time. There's Nagara. Intimidates the two special attackers. Just in case you randomly live Discharge or you're like walk-in barrier or something. Wakan, whatever. Nice. D9. Lunge. It's a physical attack. Lowers the opposing attack, right? It's not as good as Bug Buzz, though. There's a Luke, a Rio. Air Balloon Luke. And then I think I just Volt Switch you. And like, there's no way you go for Earthquake on the 3 floating mons. Goes for Blaze Kick. Yeah, it goes for Ice Fang, exactly. I should have thought about tricking the Gliscor immediately, but I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. Because I have a Samurott. With, not Ice Beam just yet, but Icy Wind will do quite a bit, I think. Does Luke die to Shadow Ball? I feel like it probably does. Yep. Knocks off the Scarf. That's all it took? Just an Icy Wind? Just a cool breeze? We're not scarfed anymore, but this is last mon anyway, so. Also, he opts to not Shadow Ball the Chandelier. Oh my god. Life Orb Gengar. Alright, we beat Stonewall Jackson. You'll just break my streak. Rip. I think that's it for Village Bridge. Just about ready to fight Drayden, kind of. Getting there. Nice. Yeah, so I think with Waterfall we're able to get down there and get those items. I mean, this is pretty safe, just like Draining Kiss. Plus, I think this can be Motor Drive or Lightning Rod or something. So I'd have to hard switch, I think. It does a lot. Wasn't a Mawile. Oh my, I mean, that explains the damage, jeez. That better have been a crit. Like, come on now. Hey, we crit in return, okay. The cycle continues. Who's furthest behind? Flygon? Was Fearow. I feel like Dragon Pulse destroys you, but I also probably get destroyed by Drill Peck. So I'm just gonna U-turn out. You might live Bird Move, but I don't know. At 42 HP, I don't even really want to risk it. Let's look at Megatron. Yeah, because we'll live a Drill Run really easily. That too, I mean, this is buffed, but yeah. It's probably like 90 instead of 70, but yeah. See, Thunder Punch would have been just as good there. And there's always going to be cases where it's like, okay, I wish I had Fire Punch, I wish I had Ice Punch, I wish I had Thunder Punch, but I do think ultimately Thunder Punch will be the right answer on Megatron here. Especially for Marlin. I mean, that just makes sense, right? There's Meganium. You're a fairy, so I just right in the right in the jugular, just like get an ass pair. Use up 2 hypers. I guess the tricky thing with this is like, do I want to, what's it called? Big Root is interesting. Is there a way to get Giga Drain on Eel? Is that like a tutor move, maybe? Let's see here. Black and white 2 move tutors. Just search for Giga Drain. Humalao. We can get Giga Drain over Grass Knot. Assuming it still learns it in this hack. But yeah, that coupled with Big Root, though, it won't buff our electric moves, obviously, but it'll buff the other 2. Or, well, I don't think it buffs the other 2, but we get more HP back, maybe? What's the exact descriptor here? HP ceiling moves to let the holder recover more HP. So even more recovery off Draining Kiss. I mean, we know how crazy Big Root Venusaur went in Renegade, so I have grown kind of fond of this item. It's very niche, but when it's usable, it's quite good. I'd be down to even, like, test it out. Especially over Magnet, like, come on. If I really want extra power, I'll run, like, Thunderbolt or Thunder or something. Which, hey, I mean, that might not be a bad idea, because Thunder, while it is 70 accurate, I think it does have a 30% chance to para over the normal 10% of Bolt. It would be equivalent to Discharge, it just hits a lot harder, but it doesn't hit as reliably. So I kind of don't hate that idea. Yeah, or we just run Thunderbolt for more damage and not sweat the paras, because it's kind of whatever, but... Yeah, maybe I should have... Well, I can double PP up the Fire Blast on this and max that out. Oops. Yeah, so you now have max Fire Blasts. I don't think there's really another move that I'm too concerned about using up. Maybe Meteor Mash or something would be the only one where I'm like, having more than 10 would be nice. But I'll just wait, because if I put Thunder on Unagi, then I'll want to max that out, obviously. Or no, wait, Thunder... Isn't Thunder... No, it is 5. Oh, never mind. For some reason I thought it was higher, but no. Rare candies. Some stuff to sell. I don't know if I have anything in the box that can learn Waterfall, which is kind of... a problem for exploring this area. I guess I could just do the annoying way and teach Samurott Waterfall over Aqua Jet, and then, just fly over and remove it. I think I'll just do that. Oh wait, we got a TM. Wait a second. Got a TM for a Giga Drain. Hold up. Hey yo. Grass Knot could deal more in certain cases, but the stuff that Grass Knot's gonna hit hard, Giga Drain's also gonna hit anyway, so yeah. Wild Charge. Can anything get Calm Mind? I haven't really checked if anything else gets it besides Shandy, no. Weather Wall's cool. Doubles in power and changes type based on the weather. Which is neat. Mystical Fire. I think Shandy's probably the only one that gets this. Yeah. Psychic. I was saying I would consider it on Megatron, but I just think that Elemental Punch coverage is better. We got a TM for Bug Buzz, too. Kind of wish Surf had a secondary effect, because then it would actually maybe be good on King. Also, I think it's pretty rare for there to be a waterfall that you initially access from the top. Because I want to say, well, I guess if you flew into Evergrande City in Hoenn, for some reason I feel like it lets you descend, though, without waterfall, but I just don't know, because usually you have waterfall to get up there in the first place, right? Life score, evolution item right there. Oh, that's on the upper level, I guess. Must be. Boom, 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 boom. HP up. Oh, Verizon Wireless is up here. Well, yeah, because I guess usually you can't. You usually don't have waterfall at this point, and it jump scares you basically later, or as you walk by or something, and you fight it down there. I'm just curious. I don't want to get soft locked again by some random BS. Skyla's Gym. Oh, you're just like interactable. This theme slaps. It had me thinking about how legendary encounters work, and I really think level 80. Hey, yo. I was gonna say it'd be kind of cooler if I'm just gonna soft reset. That theme slaps, but I'd rather just leave them in the overworld in case I want to get them later, but I doubt it, but just in case. I kind of think once again, Gen 7 did something right as far as bosses are concerned with like the Totemons and Ultra Necrozma. I think that more or less is how acquiring legendaries should be, where it's more like a boss fight. Maybe they can summon allies or like whatever. Maybe you can send out multiples, I don't know. But like buff their stats, have it be super high level, and then you beat them, and then it's like, oh, they're weak and throw a ball, like either like Dynamax raids, or just have it be like, oh, they've earned your respect, choose a ball for them to be in, or something like that. Because I just think that makes sense in canon, and also makes them more interesting than just, oh, it's another random encounter, but low catch rate, basically. You know what I mean? Because as it stands, legendary encounters kind of uninteresting. It's just like any other random encounter, but again, the catch rate's lower. And it's just like whittling down health and statusing and stuff, just to throw a ball. It's like, I don't know, it's not... It's like, I think catching largely should be how it is in Legends Arceus. I think that should be just like the standard. But then I think for legendaries in particular, it should be a battle. But not one where you're like just trying to catch it over and over and over again. It should just be like, defeat it because it's hard actually to beat. And then once you do, it joins you. That'd be sick. There's some side quests and bosses and stuff in SMT5 that are like that, which I think might have been partially my like inspiration for that idea for Pokemon, but yeah. I think that would be pretty sick. And shit, I mean, even the way that bosses worked in Legends, it was something. Not legendary Pokemon, but you know, they had boss fights that weren't just the standard battle system or standard battle system, except try not to kill them so you can throw a ball. What am I doing? I've got Waterfall. I'm gonna have to go remove that. We're gonna get to Opalucid first, though, because we're almost there. Grab the Pidove, fly to Driftveil, fly back. It's so annoying. I wish there was some kind of flag that would like track where you are, so it's like, okay, if you're above this waterfall or below this waterfall, then you can't delete waterfall. But if you're on like the base level of this route, then you can. Like, I don't know, maybe that's getting too complicated. Really, it's just the solution that I keep saying, so I'm not going to say it again. But, yeah. Wiggly, 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 tough. And it's basically just like, you just like stretch a Jigglypuff, like, height-wise, and then give it a 5 o'clock shadow. Because honestly, it kind of looks like a beard, funny enough. Even though it's not. Because it like goes over its lips. Weird mon. Score, score, score. Yeah, I kind of wish that one of my levitators had something to hit this thing with. But I should live in EQ. Yeah, pretty easily, and then I just Icy Wind. Oh, wait, Acro? I forgot that you're a flying type with Flying Stab. But you're holding an item, so Acro's weak. I'm not used to Gliscor running Flying Stab because, like, its options are not very good. God, my contact lenses, Christ. It's like really bugging out. Subscribe now to save on a family plan. Can someone make... Don't actually do this, but it would be funny. Sometimes, like, meme ROM hacks are enjoyable, but it's like, imagine if instead of Verizion's Cry, it's like, subscribe now. Save $15 a month on a family plan. It just, like, goes on this big ramble sales pitch for Verizon. I don't know, maybe that's dumb. I mean, it is dumb, but it's dumb in a funny way, or funny in a dumb way. Oops. There's some triple battles in Opalucid if I'm recalling correctly. Oh, I guess we have Route 9 too, which I keep saying and forgetting. Get Sludge Wave over there as well, TM for Sludge Wave. Oh. We battle him now? Or no, wait, we didn't battle the other ones. Stepping down from the Elite 40, so I had a crushing defeat 2 years ago, and now that Hyper Kid defeated me. Barry? Okay. Grimsley's pretty cool, we'll say. Yahoo! He just says the Mario Kart 64 Toad Yahoo. Yahoo! That said, who actually says Yahoo? Like, out loud? I was thinking about this the other day with, like, hooray, like hip hip hooray, like who says that? Actually. Like, out loud. Maybe in text I could see it coming up, like, weirdly, but it's like... No one says that out loud, as far as I understand. And also, while I do think that futuristic Opalucid is cool, I much prefer the vibes of this. Like, in the first game, it's much more fitting tonally, leading up to Route 10 and all of that. But even here, it's like, I don't know. I feel like this kind of melancholic vibe going on. Look at all these Timple. I'm a Timple fanatic. You have a Timple with you. Would you show it to me? I mean, yes, I would. But I said if I did have one, not that I do have one. Go and heal up. Gotta fly to Driftvale, do the move to leader, come back. I mean, we're gonna have to... Thing is, I'm gonna do that again before Marlin to get Thunder Punch on Gross. But I guess nothing can be done about that. I would rather have Aqua Jet than Waterfall, for sure. Doesn't really matter who I swap out here. As long as it's not Samurott. Go to the Pokemon World Tournament. So we can fly directly there. Bum, bum, bum. Shit goes so hard, always. Elite Waterfall. Bleep, 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 bleep. Relearn Jet. Yeah, unless... Is there anything else I'd rather have? I don't really think so. Sucker Punch, maybe? Sucker Punch? I mean, it's a stipulation that they have to be attacking for it to work, but... Just because it hits different stuff than Surf. It's opposing Psychics. I kind of like the idea of Sucker Punch on this. I kind of do. Because, like, yeah, I've Aqua Jet picked off some stuff, but not nearly as much as Bullet Punch has picked off stuff. And especially against Psychic types, if I think Sucker Punch is gonna kill, it's like they're gonna attack me. Like, they're going to attack me with, what's it called? With the Psychic move if they have it. Because I'm weak to it, and the AI just behaves like that. I guess sometimes they don't. That's usually if I switch out, so I don't know if that's, like, reading inputs, like the AI cheating, or if that is actually what they would have gone for if I didn't switch out. Like if they randomly set up or something. But I'm like, is the AI good enough to play around Sucker Punch? I mean, there are people that... Human beings struggle to play around Sucker Punch sometimes, which is understandable. But that's usually like human versus human interaction. But yeah, just somehow I doubt that the AI would play around Sucker Punch, like try to stall them out or something. You can test it, I suppose. But I was saying the team is kind of vulnerable to Ghost and Dark types. Or, sorry, Ghost and Psychic types. Dark types as well, but I'm a little less concerned about them, because... I don't know. I've got fast Bug and strong fighting guy, so... Do I want to explore a little bit more first? Maybe. It's like, he's like, what? How could you? I'll just take it, I guess, whatever, but... How could you possibly not want more props? Just going to do it, without thinking. And it... Are they like whispering to me or something? That's pretty funny though. It's like, I used to be a part of Team Plasma, but I don't think it's the right thing. It's like... And then the other guy's like, I think Team Plasma might have the right idea. Really. Drayden's gym is pretty epic. I think I do like the gimmick of his gym in Black and White 1 a little bit better. But the dragons slamming into each other is pretty fun. I mean, fun. It's a good spectacle, I guess. The thing is, I usually feel compelled to go back and fight all of the trainers, even though you only technically need to fight one per level of the dragon. Formerly the battle house. So do you guys not battle here? What? Winona. Gonna find the one who makes me sure. No. Bum ba bum ba ba bum. So good. There's stuff to sell that I haven't sold, right? Just clear out the bag a little bit. Yeah. Not running a Gliscor. Poison Barb, these can all stay. This no, this no. Not running Farfetch'd. That's all fine. Yeah, I'll eventually just start buying full heals for convenience sake. But these Castelia cones have lasted, which is kind of nice. Peppers we got plenty of. I feel like I don't bother to buy full heals until I run out of Castelia cones, because I still have 8 left, so. Axu. An Absorb Bulb. Just throw that in the trash real quick. Ring Target is kind of cool. So, it ignores immunities. So if I, like, if I use Chandelure to trick a Ring Target, or really any mon, but, like, Chandelure has Trick. If I trick it onto a ground type, and then I send it Electros, then I can use electric moves on it. That's pretty cool. Very niche, but cool. Send that to the free space, send that over. So I'll keep the Ring Target. Absorb Bulb, if the holder is hit by a water type move, its special attack will rise. I'm just like, I don't think that's very good at all. Bum 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 bum. Now the big question is, do I use Kyurem White once I get that? Probably not. That's the unfortunate thing too, is like, Not an unfortunate thing, but like I don't know. I've always gone out of my way to not use, not always, but for a long time, gone out of my way to not use box legendaries on my team legitimately, because usually by then I have a full squad of 6 that I want to use anyway. And plus they're like so powerful that it's kind of, I don't know. At least in the vanilla games I tended to view it as a little cheap. Although using Giratina and Platinum is hard to ignore. And then like obviously in the battle against N you want to be using Reshiram or Zekrom. It's like too thematically fitting to pass up. Yeah, I think I just 1v1 this, really. Oh, never mind. But I think I can kill this before the Toxic kills me. Yeah, nice. Clean into a KO without Magnet. So that's really good. Shout out to the beam animations in this. Really just the move animations in general. Because I do think that it's like Gen 4, think about how Flamethrower looks. It's like just like a really slow thing, and then it's like, and then it shows the flame. This one, it kind of like, it's smoother, it's quicker, it's better IMO. Giga Drain's actually stronger, it doesn't heal as much. But yeah, we Giga. And I find the crackle of like Ice Beam to be really satisfying in this gen too. Because Ice Beam in Gen 4, it's got a similar thing going on, a very thin beam, but it passes right through. Whereas this one, it hits the target and kind of like has a shattering effect. It's neat. A Volt Switch before the Toxic destroys me. Damn, that almost killed. It's crazy. I don't know what you would go for here. Xandria definitely tanks one. Oh. Wow. 65 accurate here, not 50%, but still. Guaranteed burn. Like, do I think U-turn kills? I'm not sure. ×4 resist, I think. I'm pretty sure Ghost resist bug. So maybe it wouldn't, especially because I'm burned, so yeah, it definitely wouldn't. Goes into the Do-si-do. Ba-dum-ba-ba-bum. There's no Shedinja. Are you Sash? Annoyingly, I can see that happening. No, you're not. Another Hardstone. Wow. It's like Challenger's Cave or something. Closed off. Nuggets. I think I go back and heal. Yeah, maybe this will be a slightly shorter stream than usual, since I'll beat Raid and do the ensuing stuff that happens, but then it's pretty much just like you go to the Marine Tube, I think, and head over, and I feel like maybe we do go to Humalau to just get some progress rolling. There's actually quite a bit to do in the area surrounding Humalau. in addition to the gym. So yeah, this game is paced like a little bit odd, I would say. I don't mind it. It makes it a little less predictable, which is cool. There's like those first two gyms are like really close together. And then I guess you could say the third gym also in a sense. But then you just randomly, after the sixth gym, you have this like really long stretch between 6 and 7. I want to see if I can maybe get... Is that sludge wave up there? Where is this? Probably is guarded by those two chuckleheads. Undergoing a test to see how many people it can hold. Can't let any more people in right now. Wait, so you're testing how many people it can hold with people? That's fucking psychotic. Can't let any more people. Dude, that's funny. That's actually funny. Undergoing a test to see how many people it can hold. That's right, I can't let any more people in right now. It's like, In fact, I probably do want Nidoking, because these guys tend to run like poison types. I didn't really need to spray that, but whatever. Little dinky saxophone MIDI. What are you doing? What are you doing bent down over there, buddy? I was mistaken. Well, at least this way I Bug Buzz the Crook, who likely dies, and I switch into this in case he goes for ground move to hit Sabin. Although Xandry just outspeeds and kills, I think, to be fair. Yeah. Sabin hits 60. This is super effective, but you're Amanda Buzz, so I don't think... Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it kills. Does a lot because we're minus defense, of course, but yeah. This is an easy switch into... I'm gonna Brave Bird again. I guess go Gross here. Just Discharge, right? Maybe I para something. Ideally not my own Metagross, but wouldn't be the worst thing if that happened. Brave Bird. Yeah. I think I just let Metagross die, it's fine. He's already at 60. Yeah, okay, he gets a little experience here, but that's fine. In fact, does Discharge... I think it does kill from this range, probably. Wow. That's pretty funny. I'm like, oh, I'll just sack Metagross here, lives on 1. Bayonet. You're Ghost Normal in this. So I gotta watch out for that. At least I think it is. Goes for Shadow Claw. We barely live that, but I at least get Chandelure in to get some of the experience. And now I go into my non-existent Ghost Resist. Giga Drain's better, it's higher BP. Unless I'm trying to heal specifically, but I think he attacks Chandeler's spot here again, yeah. Okay, we tanked that pretty respectably. A crit would have been a problem, but... Wait, this is actually kinda sick. Yeah! See, Aqua Jet couldn't do that. Nice. I think Sucker Punch is the right call, in fact. Take a look at that. Nidoking's a beast. Even more so than usual. That extra power. It's probably overkill, but there's no reason to not. Except maybe to avoid doing spread damage, but I'm not too concerned about that. Anything get SD that I would actually use it on? I know Samurott gets it, but I want 4 attacks. Yeah, you're the only one. Also, I'm running Mixed Attacker on Jin, so it just doesn't make sense. Nobody learns Bulk Up, right? Yeah. I would have definitely run Bulk Up on Jin earlier on. These two are extremely close to leveling up, so I think I lead and then Volt Switch into the other if I can. Damn, Hyper Potions are gonna start becoming not enough for some of these guys pretty soon. At least to heal back to full. It'll be fine for most cases, because if a single attack takes them down to, like, red HP, you want to switch out anyway, in that case. But I guess if you're healing them while they're in the back, that's another thing. HP, I think I just keep making Unagi bulkier. I think that's the right call. Save these rare candies for later, because I think these guys are still pretty close. Yeah, they're all pretty close to leveling up. Shift tree. This seems like a solid slow Volt Switch into Flygon. Although I guess Sucker Punch... Wait, no, just Nasty Plot and not Swords Dance? Never mind. I was gonna say Sucker Punch is kind of scary, but never mind. I think the only special attacking priority move that I know of is Vacuum Wave, which you don't get, and I also resist. Anyway. Unagi is level 60, wants to learn Leech Life. That's a physical move. Shout out to Gen 7 buffing Leech Life. Actually making it not abysmally terrible. But yeah. Would pair well with Big Root, but also bug coverage is not, like, really a thing. And, what else? Bug coverage you don't really want to run over other options, and also, it's a physical move, so. Nice level 60 on Flygon. Goes Honchkrow. I don't think Buzz kills you. I mean, if it does, fine, but... Oh, I think the crit did matter, probably. Honchkrow's not terribly bulky. I think it has a good HP stat. It's one of those. Where I think its HP stat is good, but defense is not so much. Shandy's the last one to get to 60. don't know if I battled what's his name in the top right or not. I also think there's a couple of fights in the mall. Though I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, okay, going into Drayden with a team of like full 60s? Seriously, dude? This is a Pawnyard, so I'm not really scared, but I was thinking Night Slash would maybe do like half or something, or if it crit, it'd be maybe kind of scary. Pain Split. There's a Doom. This is kind of like a hard counter. Well, it's a check. Oh. I mean, we're definitely slower than you, right? Right? Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot you can spam that. Oops. I forgot you can actually spam it. Fuck. Okay, whatever. I thought you couldn't click it twice in a row, but I think that might just be a modern thing. Eels. Goes for eye def. Okay. High def, more like eye death. Am I right? Ah, got him. The bibs. Sends out bibs. Tank that. You die. And yeah, it might be some of these discharge hits, it was like, oh, if I was holding Magnet, or more like if I was running Thunderbolt, that would have killed. So I do wonder if I just... I mean, paralyzing something could be good, but my team... I mean, I got a Scarf, Shandy, this thing is fast. The other three, or the other four really are, like, not terribly fast, but also not, like, the slowest things ever either. So, like, how much does a para really benefit me? In a lot of cases. And even then, Thunderbolt can para, it's just a much lower chance. I can't believe he got me with the D-Bond. Do I have any revives? Nope. I do have a rare candy, which I could use. Although I was just saying, going into Drayden's gym with a squad of 60s is kinda... Something seems kinda right about that, to me. Especially because the last couple of... Well, not last couple of gyms. I guess, like, Skyla... I don't really remember how that went. I feel like Eel just 6-0'd, yeah? I think I made some dumb plays, didn't I? Maybe? That was the one. And then Clay, I was nervous, and so I was, like, maybe playing a little safer than I normally would have with potions and shit. Did I battle you? No, I didn't. Okay. Well. I don't really care if I go in with a full squad of 60s or if it's higher. I'm just like... kind of like, just let's just get on with it. Like, I don't feel like I need to, Let me remind myself... The target stat changes don't affect this damage, okay. Still a 2 KO, though. Oh, or one hit KO. Because we're just like that. Charbok. Another Intimidate. Going into an EQ. Just Poison Tail. Nuked. And see, this is the thing, is like, if I had Zen Headbutt, it's like, okay, it does more with Stab, the 120 with Stab factored in. But Earthquake is just so reliable and just hits more than Psychic coverage does. And this could have Fire move and is also Levitate, so... Just going to a strong special attacker in that case. That resists poison and is immune to fire. Lit. So Fire Blast will melt this. Nice. Nice. Also, it is fun that, like, this is the generation where they started putting the Pokemarts in the Pokemon centers. But they did a remix of the Pokemart theme for the shopping mall. I think that's fun. Fun little farewell to Pokemarts in general. Because I don't know, are there department stores or shopping malls in any of the other games? Like later gens? I don't think so. Certainly not 8 and 9. I'm trying to think. I don't think 6 had anything like that. I don't think 7 had anything like that. Don't you want a Hyper Potion or something? Energy Root. They do the same thing. I guess she doesn't want to have her Pokemon dislike her or something. Hyper Beam and Giga Impact. I'm gonna pass on that garbage. Well, I guess I should see what they're selling, because maybe they do have something good. Elevation? Evolution items? Power Herb? Incense? And vitamins. Oh, not even vitamins. Oh, but we can buy... Oh! Why are these the same price? Hey, yo? I mean... Am I just, like, not gonna do this? Hold up. Maybe I don't need to do it for every single move, right? But... get rid of that. In fact, I think the guy who buys the big nugget is an Icarus, which is an issue. So let me think here. Stop. Obviously some moves that I might swap out. I don't want to max out. But like, you know, Sludge Wave, Earth Power, probably Play Rough as like 3. Do I really need... I mean, Sucker Punch for sure. Do I need more Surfs and Sacred Swords? I kind of don't think so. I feel like that's kind of overkill, but it's also like they're so cheap. So you want to say like 3... Well, I guess... No, I would just buy 1 for each for when I do have their final moveset set up. So 4, 8, 12... I don't need more on Bullet Punch though, probably. So like 11... Same thing for a U-turn. If I'm clicking U-turn 20 times before I'm done with whatever I'm doing, I mean... U for sure. Maybe not Tricks, but... Well, I don't know. It wouldn't hurt to max out everything that's below 20, maybe. That's what? 4, 8, 11, 14. Fire Blast is already maxed, so 17. And then 20, exactly. Maybe I don't even need to do that much. What if I just maxed... Sorry, I keep going back to check this. Anything that's like 10 or less. So like Ice Beam I'll need 1 for, so that's 2, let's say. 4 for you, so 6. 9. 12. 15. And maybe we say 18 if I decide to swap out Discharge for Thunderbolt or Thunder. It's only 2 less, but I mean... These are so expensive, but it's like, what else am I going to spend my in-game money on anyway? So, Sucker Punch, Sludge Wave, Earth Power, and Lay Rough. Meteor Mash, Earthquake. Ice Punch I'm going to hold off because I think I'm going to swap that for Thunder Punch. Dragon Pulse, and I think Flame was nerfed to 10 PP. I feel like that used to be a 15 PP move. Shadow Ball, Giga Drain, Kiss. Seems good. Yeah, I think 15 is plenty. I'll want one for Ice Beam for sure. And then one for Ice Beam on this probably is what I'm going to take over T-Bolt. As I've established, it's like I don't want this in on water types anyway. 131 speed is pretty respectable, damn. It's actually not bad. You, once I give you Thunder Punch. That's 1, yeah. I feel like Trick is fine. I'm gonna have PP Restoratives anyway to use outside of battle, but... yeah. Cool. It's like, who am I to deny PP maxes for the price of a damn, like, regular vitamin? Wild. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore the fights in the mall. I feel like we're fine. Level-wise. It's like, okay, what? I get 2 or 3 mons to like level 61 or something like that. It's like... By Drayden. I'm getting pretty hungry. I actually didn't eat before this like I normally do when I stream this late. So I'm thinking... who's a good lead in this gym? It's like, I wish I had Ice Beam, but... I feel like Jin is actually a solid lead. Some of these are triple rotation battles also, so I gotta keep that in mind. Let's do this shit. This gym theme is fucking epic too. Thanks, Chief, for the 50 HP heal. Go to the butt. Just like fall off into the abyss and die. It's the same thing with the... Like, this is gonna be one of the most dangerous gyms of all time. Shit's crazy. It's like bottomless void. Ba-na-na-na. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Chicka-chicka. I live this unless it's like a really dirty roll. Or a crit. Fucking asshole. I guess I just go into this. That's annoying! Hit yourself. Yeah. There's no Vibrava. Should live this. It's just coverage. Yeah. Crit did not matter, I'm telling you that much. Goes into Zwy. Punch one of its two heads clean off its body, basically. Crunch. I don't need to do this, but might as well. Cosmic Power. Do I want to cheese defensively? Probably not to that extent. This feels like overkill to me. Goes into Servine. There's BP. I mean, I have to go back and heal because Samurott fucking died, so... Why, though? Oh. Well, I mean, that makes sense, obviously, but I was like... I should have Ice Punched. I just didn't expect... I mean, what did I expect, though, to be fair? It's like I resist the dual stab, so obviously they were gonna go for one of those anyway, right? It's not like this Snivy line gets great coverage, per se. Good utility moves, I guess, but coverage? Nah. Yeah, they included... yeah, because they made it a dragon type. Yeah, it's cool. It's quite cool. That's obviously how it should be, but yeah. Ones on the right emphasize attack, the ones on the left emphasize defense. I think I'd rather fight the... if I'm not gonna fight all of them, I'd rather fight the defensive ones, I think. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-beep-beep-beep-beep. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Still need Samu, I guess so. Defense is everything! It's literally not. It's literally not even half the stats. Well, I guess if you count HP, then yeah. I guess you would consider HP to be a defensive stat, and speed to be an offensive stat. That does make sense. You are Dragon Fairy, so I don't think I actually stay in. In fact, Metagross is the obvious choice here. But it's like, okay, in the Dragon Gym, Metagross is always going to be the best switch in, to be fair. Mash it up. Some mashed potatoes over there. Mashed potatoes would go kind of hard right now. A little bit of butter, a little cheese, you know. No attack boost. Goes D-Knight. You're multi-scale for sure. So I'm like, does Ice Punch do enough for BP to pick up the KO through multi-scale? I kind of don't think so. So I think I Ice Punch second, right? Like, I know you're a D-Knight and all, but I'm a Metagross. Yeah. Yachi. The Yeesh. Not the Yeesh. Didn't matter. T-Wave. Dude, if they could somehow get these Pokemon sprites into the Gen 4 engine, that would be amazing. Obviously, it wouldn't work one-to-one because the camera has to be different. Like, the way the Gen 4 camera works, it, like, wouldn't necessarily look right. But that's, like, the one thing. I like the way the Gen 4 sprites look, mind you. I don't want people to get it twisted. I do. I just prefer the movement. Do that. And then remind myself what the hell she said. Trainers that weight above have different fighting styles. One on the right fights only in triple battles, one on the left fights in rotation. And we know which one I'm picking because not a fan of triple battles. Go up. And actually, I kind of think it would make sense if they prevented you from fighting the other trainer after. So that, like, I'm just not going to fight both of them like I usually do. I think that would make more sense, though. Because you actually, like, you make the choice. Which I think is neat. We got the Bagon line. Shelgon telling us bon voyage before we even get started here. So one of these is Play Rough, right? I was gonna say Sludge, but... Oh, you bitch. Ain't no way. You're a Shelgon, so this doesn't kill, yeah. Ah! What? The fuck? Why did it... What? Cursor memory? Hello? This still does a lot, if not, like, maybe it kills, but... Hey, yo! What the fuck, man? I clicked too quickly because I thought I was going to stay on Play Rough. Interesting. Savings for sure faster. You wouldn't miss twice in the same battle, would you? Ah, I did it again. Damn it, Brittany. Didn't matter, though. It is a Shelgon, after all. Battle between you and Mayor Trado must be stirring. It's fucking lit. It's like these gym leader fights never fail to be hype. And it's crazy that this isn't even the last gym leader either. Also think it's kind of cool playing white version into white 2 because you get to fight Iris, but you fight Drayden in this game regardless of what version you play, so there's like a little bit of a difference. And there's kind of like that progression of Iris from the gym leader you actually fight to being, spoilers, the champion. We lead Jin. I kind of want to lead, well, this is a fine lead. Although maybe I do want to lead something that can pivot out. There's no dragon ground type, right? No, I'm stupid. There's literally like 17,000 of them. But they wouldn't lead Garchomp or... Flycon's not even dragon ground in this. They wouldn't lead Garchomp, though. I don't think. Well, okay, Spike's lead. Spike's Garchomp lead? Wait, I'm like psyching myself out now. I'm gonna just lead Samurott. Welcome, thank you for coming. I am the Opalucid Pokemon Gym Leader Drayden. As the mayor, I've given everything to developing this city. As trainer, I've simply been pursuing greater strength. What I'm searching for now is a young trainer who can show me a bright future. Perhaps you can show me that future the way Iris has. Dude's beard is literally goals. Just like covers his mouth completely. What a goat. Ah, of course it's Druddigon lead, okay. Probably Stealth Rock, Glare, like your Rough Skin for sure. I don't know if you go for, do you go for like Outrage immediately? Thunder Punch, okay. Oh my. Sheer force. That is some sheer, the sheerest of force. Oh, you're a bastard for that. You're actually so petty for that. Do I Sludge Wave? I feel like Sludge Wave kills. And plus, I avoid the Rough Skin damage as well. Good, okay, good. Which 2 gym leaders from every generation would I like as traveling companions? Ooh. I get to pick my own Brock and Misty. That's tricky. Like, who's the most interesting character-wise? Let me think. What would you have EQ or something? I feel like this thing probably has EQ, maybe. I feel like hard this predicting an EQ is probably the wrong call. Then again, I kind of want to stay in and play rough in case he starts setting up, so I think I'm going to do that. Also, I outspeed. I always forget Salamence is like kind of slow to start. Pump. Goes for Pump. It's not Stab, but you are strong. Sludge Wave kills. Who are my favorite gym leaders for Gen 1? Probably Koga. And I feel like Koga and Sabrina probably are my picks for Gen 1. Gen 2, just because they're cool as shit. Gen 2... What would you go for here? Would you go for Fire Move? Gen 2, I think Morty's pretty cool, so I'd probably pick Morty and... I feel like Chuck could be fun to pal around with. Weirdly enough. You're Fire Dragon in this, I think, but are you Levitate? I think it's Fire Dragon, but I don't know if it's Levitate. I don't know, I don't think it's cheating to look this up, because he could go for Fire move. Let me just double check real quick. Yeah, Charizard had a type change, but are you Levitate, though? No, you're not. Okay, so it's not Levitate. He could Fire Blast me out of existence, but I kind of just want to go for an EQ. That's Flamethrower, which I maybe live. Okay, wow. Gen 3. Although I will say I think I do like Jasmine as a gym leader as well. Faulkner's got a cool design in HGSS, I'll say, as well. But, it's gonna be becoming a problem. Everyone's weak. I think I go into this. I go into Shandy, banking on you going for either... Going for Bug Move, yeah, exactly. Gen 3. Gen 3's gym leaders. Winona maybe, and then like Wallace or Juan. It's weird thinking about it. I'm like, I don't really like the Gen 3 leaders that much. Watson could be fun actually, though. Maybe Watson and Winona or something. I'm certainly faster, right? Like, this thing is certainly faster. Gen 4... Volkner and, I don't know, probably Crasher Wake, I guess? Or like Gardenia, maybe? Yeah, actually, now thinking about it, maybe Gen 4's gym leaders... I might actually think... That's a pretty weird batch, actually. Gen 5 gym leaders, see, there's a lot to pick from, because they did change two of them out. Okay, yeah, so I know you're Dragon Fairy, so this is a mistake staying in. Gen 5 gym leaders. There's so many cool ones in Gen 5 though, that's the thing. Like, part of me wants to say Charon, and like, they're all cool though, except for Berg. Berg's a little weird, but Bryson's also a little weird. But, like, pretty much... Like, it'd be hard not to pick Drayden, right? Dude's a badass. But then, like, I don't know, I like Charon a lot. I think Roxy's kind of cool. I like... Lenora's cool, too. Elisa, Clay, and Skylar are all cool. It's like... Marlin seems chill, also. It's like, man, it's tough to pick for Gen 5. I guess if we're saying traveling companion specifically, I guess Drayden. And maybe Charon. Or Elisa. But, you know. Not for any nefarious reasons. No, seriously, like my real answer though, probably Drayden and maybe Marlin or Charon or something like that. Probably Charon. And then Gen 6, oh boy, can I remember the Gen 6 gym leaders? Hoo. Ugh. I know what they look like. What is it? Is it Viola? Grant? Karina Ramos? And then... I didn't watch the XY anime. What the fuck is his name? Why is that the one that... Why do I remember Ramos and I don't remember fucking the 5th gym leader? When he's actually, like, in the anime and shit. Clement? Is it Clement? And who else? It's a... Valerie, Olympia, and Wolfric. Don't ask me how I know that. I guess... I don't know, I don't really... At first I think Clement, because like he seems like he was a solid companion for Ash in the anime from what I know, but... I just don't really know shit about them, really, to like actually pick. And 7 doesn't have leaders, but I guess if we're saying like trial captains, ooh, that's gonna be tough to remember also, actually. Because there's one for each type, literally, I think. Including Kahunas, I guess. I'll just say like Hala and Nanu, I guess, for Gen 7. Gen 8? Probably Raihan and, what are the other gym leaders? Raihan and Piers, I guess? But I'm gonna ask Piers to, like, change his outfit, because Jesus Christ. Piers is actually kind of a cool character, but that fit is, like, a little out there. Desire to usher in a new world of goodness, and the Black Dragon Pokemon Zekrom pursued what is ideal, with the desire to usher in a new world of hope. Reshiram and Zekrom were once a single Pokemon, that's goddamn right. You may wonder why it split in two. The single dragon Pokemon had helped the twin heroes bring a new region into being. Dude, Legends Kyurem, it literally tells itself. The story literally tells itself. Or at least like the setup and like the premise, like you build around that, but you got the lore right here. But the twin heroes, the younger brother who sought ideals and the older brother who sought the truth, sundered the region in two as they fought to see which of them was right. In that desperate hour, the single dragon Pokemon split its body into a white Pokemon and a black Pokemon. Would have been interesting in the first game if, depending on which version, you would go like a different route around. Obviously, you would need gyms in the eastern side, but I wonder if that's maybe was the original idea and why they built the region to be the shape that it is. Like, you would follow it linearly for the first 3 gyms, and then you would split off. And do like what? Or I guess for the first 4 gyms, and then 5, 6, 7 around, and then 8 you would meet back up in the middle. But you would fight either Iris or Drayden, depending on the version. I wonder. Even though ideals and truth don't need to be in opposition. It's like it punches the fucking statue. It punches the head of the statue clean off. god! As the story goes, a third dragon Pokemon, Kyurem, also came into existence in that era. And there may be proof of this to be found in a treasure passed down in my family for generations, the DNA splicers. Shout out to Pokemon Fusions. Or Infinite Fusion, whatever it's called. Professor Juniper's research determined that the materials in the splicers date back to the same era as the materials used in building the Dragon Spiral Tower. So some like retro tech kind of deal, some Zelda shit. Got like high tech stuff from ancient civilization. That trope is always cool though. I guard them because I don't know what kind of power might lie within them. But here's what's been bothering me. Could there be more than one dragon-type Pokemon? Even if Kyurem really exists, we don't know what kind of Pokemon it is. For starters, the two Pokemon the ancient Pokemon split into are both overwhelmingly powerful, so if Kyurem exists, could it just be a husk? A shell of what was left over? Or that was left over? So powerful in its own right. What was that noise? Whose footprints are these? This shit goes kind of hard. And god, I love the promotional animation for Black and White 2. When I think Hugh and the protagonist are fighting against the Shadow Triad. Dragon Tail, that shit's weak as fuck. What are you thinking? You can't switch out an ice cube? Give Haxorus Glaive Rush. Do it, Game Freak. Not only did the ice stay unbroken, there's not even a scratch on it. What's going on? Oh, Zinzolin. Shivering, I'm suffering, but I'm alive! It's what the essence of life feels like. It's proof of my existence. I like how Zinzolin's just a fucking madman, too. That's no philosophy. Here are the facts for your admiration. This ice was specially created by Team Plasma's technology. As long as we have our secret weapon, you'll never be able to melt or break this ice. Let me explain our purpose here. Drayden, hand over the DNA splicers. Opelucid City is a city where the past and the future are entwined. Could there be a more perfect place for the splicers that connect to the separated Pokemon? Do you think someone who knows what you did 2 years ago will just hand them over quietly? That's what I thought you'd say. At this point, I'd like to threaten you with another volley of ice, but we can't use it for a moment. Why would you reveal that, though? I guess because the Shadow Triad's already rummaging through there. It won't be enjoyable in this cold, but I guess we'll just search for them. Oh, they healed. Or wait, did I go heal first? Yeah, I guess I did. Atmosphere. Food. Water. Atmosphere. Did it let me leave? Interesting. And there's like an ice sliding puzzle for Virizion now, which is kind of neat. This theme always goes hard, too. Always gets me hyped up. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Goes in the garbage bag. I go into Megatron, my catch-all. I'm already going into this. Change things up a little bit. This actually works just as well. Still resists poison. Glalie. Oh wait, you're part rock in this. Wait a second. I completely forgot about that. Samurot's the correct switch in, although obviously freeze dry is a possibility. At least I think freeze dry was in Gen 5? No, maybe that was added in Gen 6, but hold on. Did they add it in this hack though? No, so maybe I am panicking for no reason about freeze dry. Whenever I've said that. Is that head smash? Oops. Oh, headlong rush. I know this thing is specially defensive, but this is a damn Nidoking. Also, that. You knocked out my stupid pawns. Solid opportunity to use that fresh water, I guess. This team is pretty goated, I gotta say. It has its problems, but yeah. Got a fairy type move on this. Nice dodge. I think this is the last one. I think there's only 3. And then do you fight Zinzolin again? You at the very least I think you do fight him actually. Wait a second. Maybe? Or maybe you just talk to him and then you fight the Shadow Triad. trying to remember. Sludge Bomb. I fucking knew it, dude. I was thinking to myself, like, you better not poison. Of course. It's really gonna force me out with the next Pokemon anyway, but... Oh, never mind. I mean, you might Sucker Punch, I guess. I'm just gonna go for it anyway. Oh, okay. It's fine. And just kiss the cactus a little bit. Now that sounds like a euphemism. Don't know what that would be for, but... Honestly, Sucker Punch is probably one of the best moveset gains a Cacturne has ever gotten, because that thing is slow, but it actually does hit pretty hard. I want to say it's base 115 in both attacking stats, which is partially why the rest of its stats are so middling. Maybe I should have just Volt Switched. I don't know why I hard switched there. That was a crit, okay. Go heal, just in case I do fight Zinzolin. Order to comb the Pokemon gym. But I don't have a comb on me. What am I supposed to do? Does anybody who wants to place bets on if anybody in here says anything about what's going on outside? I would not be surprised if they do, but I also would not be surprised if they don't. Oh shit, they do. Wow. Oh, your metal box. What? Huge icicle, really? I thought it was chilly. Oh, Grandpa. There's the Parka dude. Zinzolin. Oh, for crying out loud, didn't expect to have to fight hampered by cold like this. No admin theme or Shadow Triad theme is kind of a shame, but I mean, the Plasma Grunt theme goes so hard, it's like... it works. Now, was Aurora Veil in this gen? I kind of don't think it was. It was for Blizzard? Blizzardio? So this is where the AV would come into play. Bum, 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 bum. Bring the tree down. You don't know Obama. Goes wall. I don't have to worry about freeze dry, as I was saying, so I just go Samu. Sacred Sword. Okay, lucky toxic dodge. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Holy crapola. That did a shit ton. Even if he protects, I can't speak. I just click Sacred Sword anyway. Because it kills after this next turn anyway. It's just annoying. Yeah, I fucking knew they were gonna go for the double protect too. Just like attempt it. It does have a chance to proc. I've seen it. I've seen it happen many times actually. Sometimes it is the right play. In fact, I Sacred Sword you. Yeah. I might data poison this turn. I wasn't paying attention specifically, but I might just barely live. Well, actually with Hail, though. Yeah, could we live? I'll try going into Sabin here. T-Bolt. See how much this does. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I do live 2, barring some shenanigans. Oh my god, why did that do so little? Wait. Do you have, like, multi-scale or something weird? I mean, I know this thing has a high HP stat, but, like, jeez. I expected it to at least do half. There's no Weavile. I can't let you set up. That's the thing. So I just sack this to Ice Punch. Plus we get to see Weavile jump around a little bit, which is fun. I mean, Bullet Punch 2 a KOs for sure. So I just always do that, in the case that it does one shot. In fact, I wonder, I mean, Metagross I think learns Stealth Rock. I'm trying to think if I could have a Hazard Setter to some effect. I don't think I need it for this team. This team is pretty strong, but yeah. Achieve that Splendor. We'll do whatever it takes to obtain the DNA splicers, even if we have to freeze everyone and everything in ice. Lit. That's a new. He's like time. Time. We have the ability to captivate the hearts of others like Lord N does. Instead, we will bend people to our will with brute force. Dude, this shit's so fucking cool. I just kind of wish that they were... Well, I guess they're ninjas, so it makes sense they don't have, like, character per se, but and this theme goes super hard. I do kind of wish they had a battle theme that was something like that. I mean, that could be the battle theme in all actuality. Maybe it's a little bit short of a loop, but could work. Do I have to fight all three? I feel like that's not until the ship, right? Bam, bam. Bam, bam. I'll let it play for a few seconds, because it's just too cool for an encounter theme. Bam, 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 Hydro Pump. I just need Surf. That's the thing. I would consider Hydro Pump or Scald, but I need Surf for overworld shit. Are you part fairy in this? I kind of think either way I just Sacred Sword. You are, okay. So I might die to this. Maybe not, though. Okay, okay. Oh wait, so you're not part fairy, but you just have play rough. That makes sense, though. Also. Crowbit. I feel like Metagross is pretty safe here. Flying Gem boosted. Nah. They're actually making a play? No. Well, they made a play alright. Might be a Violite, but... Goes back into the bat. It's the bat! Nice dodge. Sleep moves are cheap as shit. Not a fan. Wasn't I considering running Sleep Talk? Team Plasma was more aggressive in Black and White too. Yeah, absolutely. But I love how it's like Ghetsis tries this really manipulative plan in the first game. It doesn't work, and then he fucking breaks to the point where he's just like, fine, we'll just fucking snap the region in half then. I just think that's so cool. Beep. Sure, and that's Team Plasma's ship, isn't it? No doubt about it. No, it's another flying pirate ship with ice cannons. You fucking moron. It's the goat. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum. Area close to Humalao City. See, I feel like this dialogue has actually been pretty solid. It's just that interaction with Juniper and Bianca in Lacunosa was like a little stilted. But I feel like it's not always like that. Maybe a little bit, but, you know. Because I thought the dialogue from what I was paying attention to in Volt White was, like, in the original Black and White, it was, like, really damn good. I think largely it's good here, too. Just those few instances where I'm like, Like, I don't think an actual person would necessarily talk like that kind of deal. Like my Team Plasma uses the power of indoctrination and diplomacy to convince people. Right, yeah. Yeah, like, it's literally Getsus preying on N's. I do find it interesting that N is not the one preaching to the townsfolk, but it's Getsus taking N's genuine philosophy and genuine perspective and kind of like pitching that to the populace, whereas he obviously has more nefarious plans beyond that. But there is a what is the term? Is it genuity? Not ingenuity, but like genuineness? I feel like there's a better word for that. But for lack of a better word, there is a genuineness to the message because of N. Ah, fuck. And Getsus kind of takes that and like uses to manipulate and, like you're saying, indoctrinate people and stuff like that. But the thing is that it's actually an interesting moral quandary within this world that is so reliant on Pokemon. So it actually, like, there's layers to it. I don't know if I could necessarily say the same thing about the vast majority of other Pokemon stories, especially ones prior to this. I think Gen 7 has a lot of, as I've said, a lot quality narrative beats and themes and all of that. Like, really surprisingly well done. Oh wait, it's Motor Drive? I don't know what I thought this would be, but like, as Gen 4, it's like, okay, I could see the potential there, maybe, but I just don't think that Cyrus and the admins are fleshed out enough as characters for me to, like, fully buy into it. I think it's cool. I like Platinum's story fine. Distortion World slaps. Like, in Platinum specifically, right? But that's all potential that's never going to be, like, fully realized, because they could have done that in BDSP, maybe. There could have been the possibility of... If they did the HGSS thing and, like, made it more or less remakes of Platinum, but still did the split version, I would have just done, like, a single remake of Platinum, personally, but... whatever. People are attached to Diamond and Pearl for some reason. Like, specifically. Oh. That's annoying. This might die, though, even at -2. I didn't really want this extra experience, but I kind of fucked up by not distancing myself as I rode by. Ba-na-na-na. Ba-na-na. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Quite a few 61s to train up. Yeah, I'm just gonna go there on foot instead of picking up the bird. I almost always just fly there. I guess I'll heal up. I'm thinking we'll start with the Marine Tube next time. Do all that jazz. Should have delved into Cyrus's backstory more deeply. Yeah, exactly. Right, and like, if you really pay attention to the dialogue, and even like maybe dig into some outside sources, you can figure that out. Like his actual motivation, but I feel like in reality, like in the actual game, did I go this way? Wait a second. Yeah, like in reality, I just don't think that they really make it clear. And I don't want it to be like Persona 5 Eyes necessarily, where it's just like they explain everything in explicit detail when they don't need to. But at the same time, I guess there's a trainer I skipped, but whatever. Yeah, something bad must have happened in Cyrus's upbringing for sure, to make him want to like create a world rid of emotion and all of that. And we've talked about in the past how like the sympathetic villain card can be played a little bit too haphazardly, I would say. Like sometimes it's okay for a villain to just be like, I'm gonna do this. I think it's good to understand their motivation somewhat, but it doesn't always need to be spelled out. But at the same time, I think for what Platinum's story is, it succeeds generally, but there's just some more potential that could have been squeezed out of that narrative. I think, like, in particular, why the admins are helping Cyrus, like how they know him and stuff like that. And again, I don't need all of the details, but like something a little bit more. But yeah, anyhow. Save the marine tube for next time. Finally a stream that's like shorter than 4 hours. And yeah, we'll go ahead and push for, I guess, clearing the area surrounding Marlin and probably also fighting Marlin. Am I gonna do, depending on what time it is by the time we get through Marlin, like maybe I finish Team Plasma, or maybe I do that the following time in addition. Oh man, we'll see.